Hello and welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Bricks and Toys. Today I am excited because today is the last full-length video for the month of July, and now all we got to look forward to is the month of August, and I really hope August brings one hell of a month for fresh Lego. Today we still have some new Lego to talk about, more specifically the Miles Morales mask. Now, this set to me is very interesting. And it's interesting because I like to think beyond what's in front of me. And with this particular set, I'm thinking to myself, is Miles Morales the excuse to recolor our Spider-Man mask from January 2024? Or is it genuinely a Lego set for Miles Morales' Spider-Man? Which one is it? Either way, I could honestly buy this set for either reason. That is why I have it here with me today. When I saw this set coming out, I was like, a recolor of the OG Spider-Man mask? Sign me up. I really want that because I think it's going to be an awesome set. And not to mention, you know what? I don't really mind the Miles Morales Spider-Man movies. They are quite a artistic trip with the animation, and I think that they are a pretty fresh take. So to get a mask from that specific Spider-Man, you know what? I think it's pretty cool. And that's why we are here today. Now, I do want to talk about the OG right over here that came out in January 2024. I remember when this set was released, it was super exciting. It did cost $69.99 and it did feature 487 pieces. Now, fast forward from this mask to the one I have right here next to me. This set cost $69.99 here in the US, and it does feature 487 pieces. Thus, I'm leaning towards this is a definite recoloring of the mask. Let's take a look at this box now and go over everything we can expect from this set. Of course, this is an 18 and older set, so thus we do have a traditional black colored box with a greebled bottom. 18 and older right down at the bottom, set number 76329. 487 pieces. We have our Lego licensing logo, Marvel logo, the Miles Morales mask up there. Then we have the mask imposed with all of the black pieces with accents of red. It's so cool to look at this mask as inverted from the one I have next to me. I just think it looks really freaking cool. Have I said that it looks cool? I think it does. Looking at the side of the box, we have more Lego and Marvel logos up there. Another front shot of the mask. And then going over to this side, we have the set name in some different languages, more of the logos. And then we do have the country of origin and our do not eat it. Up here at the top, we do have a 1-to-1 of one of the pieces. Looks to be a printed element piece right there. And then more logos. And then going over to the back of the box, we have our Lego.com, recycling, Legal Eagles, and all of that. App information, of course. And then getting to the meat and potatoes on the very back of the box. There we have the set again, this time a little bit more posed on its side. Looking closer at it, I think we're going to have all the same sticker elements, just inverted with the colors, as we did with this mask. So I don't expect any more printed elements than the ones we already got with the OG mask. Then down here at the bottom, we do have three pictures. One of the Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales. The actual Lego set scene is going to be 7.5 inches tall, like the one before it, and then another picture of the Miles Morales Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse. So now that we've introduced this set and we have introduced and reviewed the box, now let's go ahead and let's enter our punch tabs here at the bottom, and let's get this puppy open and let's get prepared to get this set built. We do have two punch tabs here at the bottom of the box. Let's go ahead and rip one of these open. And there we can get our first look inside of the box, as I like to do for you guys. And you know what? We have a very good amount of dead space in this box. Let's do our pour. There we go. That comes out really nice and firm. No complaints there. I'm going to say we have about 4 bags total. Let's go ahead and lay them out. So we have bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, bag 4, and a bag 5. So we have 5 bags total to create this set. Here is our sticker sheet, And looking at our Spider-Man, yeah, I'm 100% positive that this sticker sheet is just an inverted copy of the OG that we have with this guy. Now, taking a look at our book, we have a QR code for our 20 points. This being an 18 and older, I expect some information about the Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse and Beyond the Spider-Verse. I think Beyond the Spider-Verse is the new one coming out in a few years or something. I'm not quite sure. And of course, we do have that information to get to know your Spider-Man as you're building your set. And then we are going to finish off building the set with 185 steps and 108 pages. And guys, that just about sums all of it up. There is not much left to do, but for me to enjoy getting this set built and for you guys to watch the review segment, which is live now. Well, let's dive into the review of the Miles Morales Spider-Man mask. And let's get more information on whether or not it's a recolor or if it's a dedicated set to, well, Miles Morales. And, well, let's begin by taking a look at the mask. These big pieces are printed, as well as these slopes on each side of the face. The part usage and everything is very similar to that of the Spider-Man mask. It's actually identical, just color inverted. We do have a printed plaque right here, Lego Marvel with Miles Morales right there. And then going over to the side, we got two more printed elements, as well as stickers all right there. Then coming over here to the back of the mask, we have basically printed, and printed with those three parts. And then over here, the same thing, stickers with two prints. And then coming over here, we do have 5 stickers on the top of the head. Going over and just looking at it, just letting you guys get a look at all the parts and the curves. You know, you basically build a giant cube, and then you stick all these slopes and stuff to it. Pretty basic. It's a really fast build. I think I did maybe an hour and a half or less to get this one built. But I did notice upon finishing the build, when I was looking at these two together, somebody made some mistakes when they made this guy, and that was, well, that was me, guys. Do you guys see the first mistake? I'll give you guys a second here to take a look. Well, I've gone over and I've looked at the box several times. I can assure you that this guy just being built and me being, well, awake, I guess, it's done right. So our pieces here and here are backwards. So you're not supposed to have a line down the middle. I thought we had a different print, but it turns out the line down the middle goes on top of the head, not at the bottom. So that is a mistake I made. Another mistake that I made is if you look at the side profiles of these masks, this line is not going the right angle. It's kind of going towards the back of the eye, where over here, it's going more towards the front of the eye. So, yeah, I got that mixed up too on this, and I went back through, double-checked, looked at the box, and as you guys can see, it comes in at the front of the eye, not towards the middle or the back. So I guess the one major positive about having two of these masks is I get to see where I put, 3 pieces incorrectly with the old one, and now whoever's been noticing that through the background of my video, now they can stop calling me an idiot if anybody actually ever noticed it. And lastly, just looking at these two masks together, they are 1-to-1. I checked the instructions, I went over everything, and you basically build the same set again, but instead of red, you just switch out for black, and then on some of the internal colors, you got tan, where over here you got white, and such as that. So they are the identical things. So I guess Lego wanted to recolor the mask, and then they just called it the Miles Morales mask. I don't know. If you're going to make it the Miles Morales mask, at least do something a little bit different. That way it makes it special to Miles Morales, because he deserves his own spot in the Spideyverse, but, you know, what do I know? Well, I don't have too much more to say about these guys. I'm going to go ahead and get my pieces switched around on this, and, well, let's wrap up this video. Okay, guys, so I got my parts switched out, and I do have to admit, it does look better than what I have been looking at. I don't know how I did that, but it is funny that I've had it on my shelf for a year and a half, and it took buying a reskinned or recolored version of it to actually notice my mistakes. It was kind of funny because I was like, oh, there's a difference? Oh, okay, well, I guess not. So pretty funny with the mess up on this and catching it by buying a whole nother one. Now, as you guys kind of caught me there, I said by buying a whole nother one. I do feel like the only purpose of this set is to reskin the Spider-Man mask from red to black and invert it. I think that's the only reason, and ironically, by doing that, it fits into the Spider-Verse for Miles Morales. Instead of saying the inverted Spider-Man mask, they gave it a character. I would have liked to have seen something with the mask to kind of differentiate it from the Spider-Man mask and give it a little bit of an edge towards the Miles Morales character that's into the Spideyverse. You know, if you're going to call it the Miles Morales mask, please do something that's just a little bit different to be for the character, because I do think Miles Morales does deserve his day in the sun with being Spider-Man and all of that, and his own string of movies that has nothing to do with the MCU, but yet still pretty good movies and successful nonetheless. So, do I recommend the set for $69.99? Yes, I do. I do recommend the set if you did buy the Spider-Man mask a year and a half ago. I think these two sets look really freaking cool next to each other, and they do complement each other quite well. And at $69.99, that is the price that we expect to pay. We paid it a year and a half ago, and you know what? We can pay it now. There is a rumor going around that they may retire the Spider-Man mask at the end of the year, now that we have the Miles Morales one that just came out this month. So if you are on the fence about either of these sets and you now like the fact that there's a red one and a black one, well, you might want to consider getting these picked up from Lego soon, because this one might not be around for too much longer. Things about the set that I noticed while building it, well, same things I noticed when I built this one a year and a half ago. It's literally just copy and paste, guys. Like, whatever I said a year and a half ago about this one, it applies to that one. Except for with the thing of, if you are dyslexic, make sure your spider web lines are going the right direction. I don't know when in my Lego building career with doing this on YouTube I started paying attention to that kind of stuff, but I really focus nowadays to not make that mistake, and I find that really funny that this one came out perfect to the point of pointing out mistakes that I made in the past. So you want to make sure you get your pieces right. Now, is there anything that stands out about these? No, not really. They're a blended mix of printed and non-printed parts, and their building techniques are pretty basic, and it goes together really simple, and it's kind of an uneventful build, as there's not a lot of heavy detail that goes into building the roundness of the mask. So guys, with that being said, buy it at your own judgment. I don't see anything wrong for the price of $69.99 here in the US, and I think it's justifiable if you already have a Spider-Man mask collection or a Marvel mask collection. So with that, guys, if you guys like this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button and follow along with everything that we do here. As usual, share the video with a friend, hit the thumbs up, the like button, drop your comments down below. Will you be picking up the Miles Morales mask, or have you picked it up already? And did you get it because you like the inverted colors of the original Spider-Man mask from a year and a half ago? Up next on the channel, well, we're going into the month of August, so I don't know what the heck we're filming, or even if we are filming for the month. I don't know these things because of budgeting reasons and who's helping me until they actually happen. So I don't expect anything until it actually happens. So full-length videos, unsure, but there is one more short coming up of the Happy Snails, or the Friendly Snails Lego set, the GWP Ideas one. So be sure to check out that short in just a few days. For now, thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a good one.